Have you ever marveled at how one incident in your life could actually change the course of your life forever? I have. On the morning of March 4th, 1996, at about 10 a.m., I woke up to a loud startling noise of a gunshot and screams coming from the street. I also heard a lot of commotion coming from the inside of my apartment complex. I heard a loud yell from someone saying, "They're around the corner." And that followed with a lot of screaming coming from outside my apartment. Unsure of what was happening, I quickly grabbed my sleepers from under the bed, grabbed my backpack that contained my money and my student IDs and information, and carefully opened the door. As I walked into the hallway, I knew my life was never going to be the same again. From the left side of the hallway, I could see the view to the street. And looking out, I saw a flood of people fighting. I saw students standing on parked cars. I saw armies with pointed guns standing right next to their army tank. I saw thick smokes coming from what seemed to have been burnt property. At that point, I realized what was happening, I think. I scanned around looking for someone to give me some information, but there was no one there. Luckily enough, I saw a lady frantically coming out of her room, one of my roommates, or apartment mates, I should say. I approached her and asked her, "What's going on?" She said to me, "Run. The riot has started. The armies are everywhere. The locals are killing the students, and the students are fighting back. Go home." I was only 15 years old at the time. I was new to the school, the university. I had only been enrolled for 3 months as a law student. I wasn't familiar with the area, but I knew that to get home, all I had to do was make a phone call to my parent. So after the frantic neighbor commanded me to go home, my one goal was to get home and make a phone call. Get to work and make a phone call and call my parent. Extremely terrified and with tears rolling down my head, my ears, my eyes, well, my face. One of them. I carefully walked down the stairs and braced myself for the reality that awaited me. On getting to the street, I saw dead bodies on the ground. I saw the native with charms, voodoo charms on them hitting the students. I saw the armies exchanging gunshots with the locals. I saw people running. I saw more things getting burnt. I saw the student protesting. People hiding and just trying to get away. I was one of those people running and hiding. My goal once again was to call mom. So I kept on running. I must have ran for about 2 hours and finally made it to where I could make a phone call and called home. My mom came and picked me up and I went home. I'm sure you're probably wondering right now, what caused the riot, right? Well, my country, Nigeria, where I came from western part of Africa, the elected government officials are not, they're very corrupt. They embezzle money for their own personal interest and do not do well by the citizens. It's not uncommon for teachers or government employees to go for months without getting paid. In this instance, the teachers had been unpaid for over 6 months and were tired of it. So they took to the street in protest, and the students joined in. The natives, on the other hand, or the locals were like, well, we don't want this protest because every time this happens, their property gets destroyed, their farmland gets destroyed, their loved ones get killed, so they want to put an end to it. At the time, the government we had was a military government, and they'd won that if there was a riot or a protest, they were going to send the armies down to enforce compliance and peace. So they came as well, and it just turned out to be a big mess. A lot of dead bodies, a lot of people got hurt. The riot happened for at least about a few weeks. Eventually it ended. Teachers got paid, students went back to school, and the neighbors were left, and the locals were left with the mess to clean up. Due to the horrific experience I went through, and due to the unstable educational process in my country, my parents decided to send me abroad. So I came here to further my education. So I'm thankful that the one experience that I encountered that changed my life was a good experience and it was for the better. Thank you.